So this filter is the MSR MiniWorks. This is one of the first, well, this is the first filter I ever bought for backpacking purposes. I ordered it when I was in Afghanistan, shopping online. It's a good way to get rid of some money that was building up in my account. It's been a good filter. It's done its job over time. It's faced some wear and tear with usage. It's kind of heavy and cumbersome compared to what they're coming out with these days. It's a porcelain filter, so the water would get pumped through there. You want to make sure you keep it clean, and there's instructions for that. And that'll keep the water flowing fairly smooth. But as time went on, I started noticing some leaks, which really slowed down my pumping rate. And I went to go look at the cost of getting some new gaskets for a rebuild kit along with a new porcelain filter, because this one is starting to get pretty nasty. And the cost came out to $60. And so when I did the math, the next filter I'm going to show you was only $100, and I decided to switch up to it. So when you're looking at these filters, and I want to get, once again, this is the MSR product. Their stuff is just, it's good stuff. I would recommend it, you know, to anybody that asks. So this is the Hyperlight by MSR. Really the only disadvantage to this filter compared to the last one is that there's a few things it won't remove. I believe toxins are one thing that last filter would remove that this one doesn't. That stuff is all on the packaging and available online. If you're worried about those sort of things, you can check on them yourselves. What I love about this filter is, though, its size. First off, it's a good deal smaller. It doesn't seem like a big difference, but when you're talking about, you know, loading up your saddlebags or a backpack, that makes a difference. Also is the weight. It's only 7.4 ounces. It's very light. Just like the other one, it screws right into an Nalgene bottle. And another nice feature right here is that you have this pre-filter, which will keep the filter in here cleaner longer. The way this works is, instead of a porcelain, there's a lot of just a ton of fiber tubes inside of here, and the pores inside them are 0.02 microns, which I don't even know what a micron is, but it's pretty small, I'm guessing. So anyways, this thing also, nice spec on it is that it'll pump 3 liters per minute, which is faster than any other filter out there right now. Something you do want to remember with both of those filters there and many manual filters is that they don't have the ability to remove viruses. So the safe bet always is to boil. Boil for 5 minutes once you get a rolling boil. So here I am at my water source. The first thing I'm going to do, it's pretty self-explanatory. I'm going to take my pre-filter, submerge it. Anytime you're taking water, you want to make sure you're taking it from a moving source if possible. You don't want to be tapping stagnant water. Not that this filter wouldn't protect you from the bacteria and microorganisms. It's just that you're going to be clogging up your filter and putting undue stress on it. So the speed of this is just excellent. As you can see here, it's filling quickly. Pumping harder with this doesn't really speed it up. Just go with the speed that it's naturally moving at. If you're pumping against it, it's not going to speed up the process. Something you want to remember, after about 10 liters of water collection through this filter, you want to go ahead and follow the instructions that are provided for a backwash to clean it out. So there you go. I didn't time myself there, but that's a full 1,000 milliliters of water there in my Nalgene ready to go. So this is the one we're taking with us down through South America. Once again, if we're in doubt, we're going to boil after we filter, but it's a great product. It's super light and pumps the water very quickly. Alright, so before I go, just one last thing, and this isn't anything super fancy. It's an old survival tip. It's probably in any survival book that you buy, but it's another way to harvest water. If you're not coming along any water sources, you fall asleep and wake up and you have a dewy morning like the one that we have around us right here, this is an option. Thank goodness I've never had to use it before, but what I have right here is just socks. Anything would work. If you have a super absorbent t-shirt, something along those lines, what you want to do is you take them, tie them off around your ankles, and go for a walk through the high grass, leaves, wherever you're at. Alright, so I'm not going to lie, I've never actually done that before, and it took quite a while to get enough water gathered in those socks, but I think I'm at a point now where I'm going to be able to at least harvest some drinking water. And remember, this isn't something to do for, you know, just a leisurely drink of water. This is when things become, well, bad. So I've also collected quite a few burrs and other leaves and a little bit of mud. I'll be really careful to try and harvest as much of this water as possible. I'm losing a bit of it here. As you see, I'm getting some water out of there. Definitely not an optimal way to gather your water. Just another reason to make sure that you're always topping up when you get a chance and planning appropriately for what climate you're going to be in. Well, I have enough for a sip, so here's to hoping you never have to drink sock water. Cheers.